What's up, everybody? I'm Dear Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a special video. We're doing a Q&A, and this is something that Spectre and a lot of people have been asking me to do on the channel. I haven't really done them in a long time. I think the last Q&A we did was maybe about a year and a half ago, but a lot of things have changed since then. And I wanted to put this music in the background and put my first episode of Dark Souls 3 in the background, because this was the game that really started my growth on my channel. I love this game. I did so many playthroughs of the game. It was an amazing time. We did Fight Club. This is where the Fight Clubs came from. This is the game. This game was the reason I started streaming, because everybody was like, "Yo, DG, want to play with you, bro? Like, do a live stream." And I was like, "Okay." Figured everything out, got everything situated, and here we are. Now we do live streams, all kind of games. The Fight Club is still living on, but this was a special game to me, and I love it. Love you guys. It was a great time. It's my family. You guys asked me a lot of good questions, so without further ado, let's dive in. First question, number one, comes from Mitsu. I'll put the question on the screen, I guess, as well, so you guys read them as well. I'm pretty sure you eat clean, BG. Do you have any cheat days? If so, what do you eat when you want to indulge yourself? So for me, I'm on this wave of trying to eat clean. I bake a lot of my food, because if you guys don't know, I live by myself. I moved down to my parents' house last November, so I live closer to work, and I do a lot of my own cooking. So I bake a lot of stuff, spaghetti, chicken, salads, salmon. That's kind of like my go-to things. For me, I want to cut out a lot of sugar out of my life. And one thing I realized living at home was drink a lot of juice. So I cut out juice. I don't buy any juice in my place, just strictly water. Try and drink as much water as possible. But when I do want to cheat myself, well, I do like to eat this. I love lasagna. I love Mexican food. Enchiladas, burritos, bean rice and cheese, carne asada. I love it. Oh my God, I love food. I'm not a big foodie, but I do love this music, this background music, this part where it kicks in right here. It's gold. It gets me every time. Whew! But I do love to eat some lasagna. Next question, Emperor Tozen. Do you have any plans? Have you considered getting or switching platform? So I think this involves maybe Twitch or Mixer and that kind of stuff as well. And for me, there's two things. One, I'm loyal to YouTube. I love YouTube, and that's one of the reasons why I want to start, because I love watching YouTubers and going to the YouTube house and all the events they have for YouTubers. It was crazy. I didn't grow up watching Twitch, so that's why my brand equity for it is not as high as it is for YouTube. But as a business move, it is good to diversify and check out different platforms and see how you can grow and reach new audiences. But for me, I have a full-time job. I don't know if you guys know that. So I don't have as much time to spend with multitasking on multiple platforms, advertising, etc. So that's why I said, you know what, let me go all in on YouTube, do my thing, my streams there, my videos there, and see what happens. In the future, maybe I'll get more time than I could use to check out different platforms, but for right now, I'm just gonna stick on YouTube. Overlord asks, what is your goal in life? My goal in life is to provide for my family, challenge myself to do my best. I never want to look back and say I wish I would have. I want to look back and say, yo, I did, I failed, and I succeeded. Same thing when you want to ask somebody out. It's win-win. You ask them out, they say yes, you're good. You ask them out, they say no, you're still good. You know why? Because you don't need to live your life saying what if. So my goals is grow my YouTube channel as high as I can. I want to get 100,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers. My first goal was to get 10,000 so I can go to the YouTube house. Not the YouTube house, what's it called? The YouTube, I'm drawing a blank right now. YouTube building in LA. So I got 100,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. I went there, it was good. So now my next goal is 100,000. Ultimately, I want to start my own branding firm. If you guys didn't know, I have a bachelor's degree in marketing. I have a master's degree in business. So one thing I'm really passionate about is branding, and that's why we have similar color schemes in the channel. I try to keep things consistent, my thumbnails, my styles, because I'm really passionate about branding. So ultimately, I want to create my own branding firm, but we'll see how that goes in the future. What's the future of Dear Gamer? Dear Gamer. The future of Dear Gamer is to keep the world smooth. Our goal is to turn YouTube into SmoothTube with every game we play, every playthrough. So me is challenging myself to branch out, play new games, show you guys some cool things. That's one of the reasons why I started my channel. I want to show some cool things. I want to hang out with people. One of my fondest memories growing up playing games was I had one of my best friends named Albert. We used to play all kind of RPGs together, sometimes the same RPGs. So we said, hey, did you fight that boss? Did you find this? What do you think about that? And it was such a good experience having someone to talk to while you're playing the game. And for me, like, YouTube allows me to have that experience I can't have with Albert because of like life changes with you guys. So that's one of the reasons why I want to start my channel. And the future of Dear Gamer is to keep on sharing cool things, grow our channel as high as we can, start our own branding firm, and we'll see how it goes from there. Uncle Randy, classic question. Do you eat ass? I mean, no, I don't eat no ass, bro. I'll just put that out there right there. But I do appreciate you coming to the chat and make it light of the situation. Hopefully nobody gets a little too offended by the chat sometimes, because sometimes it gets wild. But for the most part, you guys keep it under control. So how did I come up with the name Dear Gamer? So for me, I started out with a website called deargamer.com, and I wanted to write an article that covered like some anime, some gameplay, a way for people that like that kind of genre, like the samurai, that kind of stuff, to connect. And that's where like Dear Gamer came from, because I'm talking to the gamer like, hey, Dear Gamer. It's a personal connection. I started the blog. It was working out well, and I said, you know what? I want to make videos. One of my friends was like, EMT was like, yo, Mike, you got to make videos, bro. You got to try it out and don't be nervous. And I was like, man, I don't know, man. A little nervous. I'm not sure if I can do it. But, all right, we'll try it out. So I did my videos. I had no face cam at first, but then I felt that you can connect more with people when they can see your face. They can see your expressions, because that's what I like to watch when I watch gaming videos. I don't like to watch videos with no voice. I mean, sometimes the voice is soothing, like my boy Cry was a Cry Addict. But for the most part, I like seeing the expression, kind of like the commentaries when watching sports. What was the first game you played that made me realize I love games? It had to be Zelda Ocarina of Time. That game was magical. I love that game so much. I played it so much. The story, the action, the development, the character development, the dark of it. I was like, oh my god. Especially when you pulled the Master Sword out and you realize you're in the future and all things have changed. You're like, oh my god, like you're so excited to explore the world and see what changed since you were a kid. And that's like what got me excited about exploring in games. That's why I love exploration kind of games like Dark Souls, because you never know what you're gonna find. You never know what the creators put out there for you to uncover. And it's like, it just keeps things fun. So that was one of the games that made me realize I love gaming. But my first game I played was Street Fighter and Super Mario. And of course I played it day and night. And I love those games. But like, Ocarina is a game that made me say, wow, this is wild. Gerudo Valley? That music? Are you joking? No way. My favorite game on each platform I've owned. Let's see. Super Nintendo has to be Street Fighter. I play the Street Fighter like religiously. Nintendo 64. Mario 64 was my jam. Star Fox is close, but like Mario 64, Killer Instinct was my absolute favorite. PlayStation. PlayStation? That was a big RPG era for me. I think Final Fantasy Tactics was my favorite game on there. The Final Fantasy series is what really got me with PS2. PS1. I'm getting confused. Like PS2, what games were big on PS2? I would say maybe Star Ocean, Ninja Gaiden. Those are the games I played a lot. PS3, Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid was amazing, magical experience. Magical. And PS4, it has to be my game right here, Dark Souls. I love this game. It's amazing. Amazing game. Wait, PS3 has a blood. No. PS3 was Demon's Souls, because Demon's Souls was the game that introduced me to this genre of gaming. And PC, so far, I don't have a favorite PC game yet, because I just started playing PC games, like actual like playing on them. But I'll think about that. Maybe I'll follow up. But so far, right now, I don't know. At the time of this video, maybe Dead by Daylight, some Skyrim. Yeah, I'll go with those. Are you pro GameCube? If you are you a GameCube supremacist? I never had a GameCube, so I didn't get a chance to play. I always want to play Tales of Symphoria, the Mario Party games, but I always played at my friend's house. I never owned one myself. So my next question is, what do you think of Orochi's rework? For me, like, I'm a prideful player, and I love skill-based characters. And I love the way Orochi was before, because he was hard to play, hard to win with, because he wasn't that good. So it was so satisfying to win. And for me, like, it pains me a little bit to see like him being abused with these lights. But like, I mean, some of the stuff is cool. I know they want to make him faster because he's a samurai, but He's a medium-sized guy. He's not a shinobi. I think they went like a little bit too much in the shinobi scale with him. They could have toned it back a little bit. Give him some medium-sized guy moves. The Storm Rush is cool. The lights are okay. The Riptide, I liked it when it was a heavy. Like, it was so satisfying to land because it was so hard to land. But for the most part, it's okay. It's okay. You know, it is what it is. Okay, we'll work with it. But I'm like, half and half about it. McDonald's or Burger King. I hate Burger King. Hate Burger King. I hate the chicken sandwiches. I hate the Whopper. You go to Burger King, you see like 30 different Whoppers. Like, oh, who cares? All they have are Whoppers, chicken fries, and chicken sandwiches. I don't like Burger King. McDonald's, I rock with McDonald's. I get a Big Mac, delicious, fish fillet, some chicken nuggets. I don't really mess with their like yogurts and stuff, but you can get a yogurt if you want. So I pick McDonald's. Is Charles my favorite mod? So it's funny because I have a story around most of our mods, and when Charles came on the channel, I started recognizing his name, and whenever I had a question about something, he always like had the answer. He's, oh, DG, no, this comes out this day. This is how this works. This is how this is. So my boy got coined the name Charles the Researcher, and he's the one that always researching anything we need, any kind of information we need for the channel. My boy plays the guitar. Like, I really appreciate you. I appreciate all my mods, but thank you guys for the ones that hang out, chill out, and watch us play any game we play. A lot of people ask me, yo, DG, how can I become a mod? I'm like, well, you can become a mod by just hanging out, chilling. You're frequent, you're supporting, just pushing the Smooth family forward. Then yeah, not just me, the community will recognize you. When the community recognizes you, then they can make you a mod. Andre, have you and Raha ever had a moment in time where we were eating food? Yes, plenty of those. Other than that, no other moments. What's your definition of pro gamer, and do you consider yourself in that category? So for me, pro gamer is someone that dedicates a lot of time to a specific craft, specific game, specific style, to really like know the ins and outs, the attacking speed, the recovery speed, knows everything about a character or a system or any kind of like mechanism in the game. Do I consider myself a pro gamer? No, I'm not a pro gamer. My approach with my channel is hanging out, having a good time, calm, but I do know how to play. I do spend some time grinding, so I understand the mechanisms, I understand the feel of the games, I understand the culture, so I don't give you guys crap, you know? Like, I want to make sure that you go into a fight and be like, god damn, that was a good fight. Or god damn, I love the way you slay this boss. The way I'm about to slay this boss right now in this video. But I don't consider myself a pro gamer. I am a gamer. I am equipped. I can get through a lot of challenging games. It might take me a little while, but I can get through them. So, it's like having a good time. What's your most embarrassing or wildest memory? Most embarrassing, wildest memory. So, I think another embarrassing moment is kind of recent. It was like, I would say it's probably my most embarrassing moment live. So, one day I was messing with my settings and I was trying to work on my new live stream, my new setup, my camera, and get everything situated. And I put these little shortcuts in my keyboard so that whenever I'm streaming or recording, I can push 1, it'll show my face, 2, just the game, 3, like different kind of scenes. And I forgot that I pushed a record button for one of them, a stream button for one of them. So I was just minding my business. I was messing with some stuff. I accidentally pushed stream. And I was out there just like doing all kind of crazy stuff, walking around my place and just like looking around, like making all these crazy faces. And all of a sudden I go to my stream, I see these comments and I was like, oh shit! And everybody was like, hi DG. And I was like, oh my god. I was like so embarrassed. It's one of those moments when you're streaming, you're like, man, imagine doing something like wild, you know you're live streaming. And since then I was like, since I had that moment, I always make sure I cover my camera up when I'm done, but also make sure I took off that hotkey off my keyboard so things like that don't happen in the future. Because sometimes you don't want to see it. You don't want to see. All you want to see the final product, the magic. You don't need to see what goes on behind the scenes. Next question comes from Charles. What are your intentions with my wife? In terms of his wife, he's talking about Raha, but nothing. I'm trying to get her to make some of my emotes, but she's slack on her macking. So if you guys see her, hit her up on Instagram and say, yo, make DG's emotes. So we have some more emotes for the sponsors on the channel. They're going to be changing the name to channel membership, which is kind of like lame, but that's what it's going to be called going forward. Like in a couple of weeks, they're going to change to that. So tell her to get on top of her game. That's my intention with her, getting some production out of her, because she does drawings, etc. So next question is, What is your reaction to Fallout 76, and how do you feel about Bethesda games? It took me so long to figure out how to say that. I always say Bethesda or Bethesda games. So Fallout 76, I'm excited. I think it's cool. For me, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a fun game. Only online. I'm interested to see how that's gonna work out, and I'm excited for it because I'm gonna be able to play with you guys. We're gonna be able to do like raids and like build our own little area and our little farm, etc. So I'm excited for the smooth family integration aspect of the game. I think in the Fallout game category, I think it's time for them to switch things up a little bit. Maybe change the interface, change the design, change the way it plays. So I would love to see them, like, you know, take it a step further in the future games. But I'm excited for it. It's gonna be a good game. Bethesda games, I love them. Oblivion, Skyrim, come on, bro. Skyrim, that game's amazing. So Fallout was good. I played all the Fallout games, so I love their games. I love what they do. And those guys, I want them to just take their time and make great games. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. I know they just announced Starfield, and that's gonna be a good game. But take your time, do your thing. We'll be here when the game is ready. But I like their games. Have you ever thought about collaborating with other YouTubers? Yes, I'm gonna collaborate with other YouTubers. It's just like right now, my time, it's like I sucks because I don't have much time available to like in the day to record. I record like on my days off from work, like Sundays and Tuesdays. So that's when I do a lot of my time. So I could work out something with somebody to get some good content with some other creators out. There's nothing against any creators. Like I love the community. I love working with everybody. I just haven't had the time yet. But I am looking to work with people. Anybody wants to work with me, they can always email me or leave me a message and I'll get back to them. On Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter. Make sure you follow on Instagram as well, so that's kind of like my best way of connecting with people. So I don't know what happened because when I was going through my questions, like for some reason, like some of them didn't pop up, and I'm going through and reading it again, like, oh my God, I missed some questions. I want to make sure that everybody that took the time to ask a question get their question answered. So the next question is from Spectre, and it says, how smooth are you? And I said, smoother than this piano playing right now on a stormy night. Next one is, do you skip leg day? And I was like, I never skip leg day. The only thing, my legs are massive because one, I'm 6'4", two, I'm Nigerian. My legs are meant for sprinting, so I'll squat anybody out there, but my legs aren't the biggest. But it is what it is. You can't have it all. Next question comes from Dub. What games will you be playing from E3? Man, so many. Ghost, I'll be playing Ghost of Tsushima, as I used to pronounce it, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. Shadow Die Twice is gonna be my #1 game, like hands down. Neo 2, Kingdom Hearts, Devil May Cry 5. There's so many games, and they all come out like the first quarter of next year. So it's like, oh my God, some of the games I play at one time. So we gotta figure that out. But I'm excited. We're gonna be playing a lot of games from next year. Until then, for right now on the channel, we're gonna be doing Skyrim, Dead by Daylight, and For Honor. We're gonna focus on those three, make some amazing content in Skyrim since we have all these mods, getting better at dodging, breaking ankles in Dead by Daylight, and you know, slaying these fools in For Honor like always. Next question is home food or fast food? So I'm gonna go with home food. Home food is healthier. You know what's inside of it. It tastes good because you made it yourself. Fast food does taste good, but you know, like I say about a lot of fast things are bad for you. Fast cars, fast food, fast women, they're all bad for you. And women, stay away from those fast boys as well. Anything fast for you is dangerous. Next one is, what is your favorite alcoholic beverage? See, for me, I'm not a big drinker. I drink socially, so when I go out with my friends, we want to turn up a little, we go dancing, I'll have a drink or two, but I don't like have any alcohol in my place. But if I do say a drink, I always get like rum and coke or rum, something like that. If I get tequila, I get Patron. But I don't have like a favorite alcoholic beverage. For me, I know I'm not a big beer guy. I don't drink a lot of beer. Like one of my boys love IPAs. I'm sorry, I can't do it. They're like, don't taste good at all. So beers, maybe lighter beers for me. Like everybody's like, oh, you're supposed to drink like hard beers. Like, no, I know what I like, and I am comfortable with my drinks. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We got through it. We fought the Nameless King right now. We got through all of our questions. If you guys want to ask me more questions, you can leave your question on Discord. Maybe I'll do another video when we get like 15 or 20 more questions. Unique, not the same ones we've already answered. So thank you guys for doing this. Spectre, I know you've been wanting this Q&A for a long time. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for all the work you do on Discord. It looks amazing because of him. Make sure you guys praise the man. He wants to set us up really good. Damn, this boss is freaking wild. This box was freaking wow. Look at my face cam though. Look at my arm was all cut off because I couldn't. My room was so small. I couldn't get my full green screen out there. It was a rough time, you know. We're still having a good time though. Got that fresh ass Henley on. This one I have my braces. A lot of you guys don't know I had braces, but yeah, I have my braces at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I hope you guys. Oh, god damn! The style points are overflowing right here. Jesus. That's how I became the Hokage. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, give it a thumbs up. Till next time, dear gamers, signing out.